The Vuelta a España is the third Grand Tour of the year, and at 80 years old it's the youngest of the 3-week races. Some of the things that characterise this race are its plentiful summit finishes, unpredictable racing and the often searing heat. The first edition of the Vuelta took place in 1935, with Belgian Gustave Delors beating Spaniard Mariano Cañado. Delors would win the next edition too, but the Spanish Civil War would stop the race until 1941. The race was then held sporadically until 1955, when it became an annual feature on the cycling calendar. Roberto Heras holds the record for number of victories with 4. However, he tested positive for EPO just months after his 4th win and was banned for 2 seasons. In 2014, Alberto Contador claimed the 32nd win for the home nation and his 3rd overall Vuelta a España victory. Contador won't be there to defend his title this season after riding the Giro d'Italia and the Tour de France. There will be a strong lineup though, including former champion Vincenzo Nibali. For the 5th year, the riders will be fighting it out for the red jersey. Unlike the other 2 Grand Tours, the Vuelta's leaders' jersey has been changing colours. At times it's been black or white, and for a decade it was gold, but organisers switched to the red colour for the 2010 race. There are 3 other jerseys up for grabs for the points, mountains and combined classifications. Initiated in 1945, the points classification is denoted by the green jersey. As it is in the Tour de France, riders earn points for being among the first through the intermediate sprints and over the finish line. John Degenkolb won it last season, but the jersey doesn't always go to a sprinter, with Alejandro Valverde winning it 2 years prior. This year's mountainous course means that the jersey is likely to go to a strong climber with a fast finish. It also means that the fight for the mountains classification will be a tough one. The rider leading the climbing competition wears a white jersey with blue polka dots. Each climb is given a category between Especial, the toughest, down to 3rd. Named after Spanish cyclist Alberto Fernandez, an additional classification is given to the highest mountain and awards more points than any other climb. If 2 riders finish the race on the same points, the winner of the classification will be the one with the best finishing position on this climb. That honour goes to the summit finish on stage 11, which stands at 2,100 metres. The final jersey available is the white combination classification. This is calculated by adding up the position of the riders in each classification, with the lowest number taking the victory. Alberto Contador won it last year by finishing 1st in the GC, 3rd in the points and 2nd in the mountains classification. That gave him 6 points, 2 less than 2nd place Alejandro Valverde. Other awards include the most combative, which is decided by a jury on each day, and the best team, calculated in the same way as the overall classification, with the first 5 riders' times making up the team's time. This year's race begins in Puerto Banos in Marbella, with a short 7.4 km time trial, a first chance for the GC favourites to gain an advantage on their rivals. At 3,374 kilometres, it's the longest Vuelta since 1999, where the race was over 3,500. The route designers have gone to town in the mountains, with the first medium mountain stage coming on day 2. There are a total of 11 medium and high mountain stages, with 9 summit finishes in the first 2 weeks, none of which have featured in the Vuelta before. The Queen stage of the race comes during the 4-day visit to the Principality of Andorra. Stage 11 to Cortals d'Encamp will feature a whopping 5,200 metres of climbing. Coming just after the rest day, it could see several of the race favourites in a lot of trouble. The final week of the race features a mixture of terrains and includes a lengthy individual time trial. After a time trial finish in Santiago de Compostela in 2014, the race will return to the now traditional sprint finish in Madrid. For the first time, the Vuelta will also host a 1-day women's race in conjunction with the final stage.